Welcome to Ground Control. It's been a long time since I gave you a needful thing. I feel like I've been derelict in my duties. But I have a couple of needful things for you today. I was putting together this adapter the other day, and on my adapters I like to keep the wires short to keep the weight down and to keep it nice and neat. But the problem with keeping the wires short sometimes is that when you're soldering your connectors, sometimes it heats the wire up so much that it shrinks the heat shrink so that you can't move it, which is what happened in this case. But there's been other times where I have needed liquid electrical tape, which is one of the items I want to talk about. This is great stuff. I use it for things like this where heat shrink just will not apply because of the shortness of the wire, so that I can use it to coat those bare terminals, and it works just as well as heat shrink does. Other applications that I use it for are like on circuit boards where you've got pads on it and you've got wires soldered to it, and you're going to have it in a location where there could possibly be a short, so I will also use it to cover those terminals. And if you ever need to replace one of your wires or the board and you want to remove the wires, you can, with a little bit of effort, remove this, peel it off just like you could tape. I mean, this sticks a lot better than tape, but you can peel it up and it dries quite quickly. The other thing that I have, in a needful thing, goes hand in hand with the liquid tape, which is these little kids paintbrushes, and I use these for all kinds of things, to spread glue, to use for liquid electrical tape, because the brush that is attached to this is just a very large brush, and for most of the applications that I'm using this stuff for, that is way too big of a brush. So I just use one of these small child brushes, paint brushes. I usually buy them in a 30 pack, and I use these to spread the liquid tape. Now, this isn't going to look as nice and neat as heat shrink, but it's going to be just as effective in preventing shorts on this terminal. And you might find that you need to go back and give it another coat every once in a while. So I think that is going to do it. I think that's going to prevent that from shorting out for sure. So now I just put it on a paper towel and let it dry. And, it's kind of a one-use thing for these brushes. So that's why I buy a lot of them, because they're dirt cheap. And the liquid tape is a 4-ounce bottle, and it's not very expensive either. And I will have links in the show notes to several locations where you could buy the liquid tape. And it will be this specific one, and also several locations where you can buy these little paintbrushes in a 24 or 30 pack, and they're dirt cheap. So yeah, there's a lot of uses for that liquid electrical tape, and that is just one of them. So there are two needful things for you. Don't be without it. There will be occasions where you just, there's occasions where I just do not have the right size heat shrink, and this comes in very, very handy. So add this to your toolkit or your hobby shelf or your hobby bin, and also these little paint brushes. So thanks for watching. Please give a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to check out our Patreon site. We have a lot of free content there as well. And I will see you in the air.